How one of my students went from a H4 to a H1 in Leaving Cert History. Number one, he became best friends with a marking scheme, okay? This is so easy to do. With Leaving Cert History, if you know what the examiner wants, then you can tailor your study and your essay writing around that, okay? Not everyone that gets a H1 in history needs to be this kind of history magician, okay? But you will need to be able to, work smart and use your time effectively. Reading the marking scheme will tell you exactly what OE and CM is, how examiners award marks for paragraphs, and really what examiners are told to look for in a H1 standard essay. Okay? So the students that go from H4 to H3, H2, H1, they understand this. They look to give the examiner what the examiner is looking for. Tip number two, the students that go from H4 to H1, they expand their knowledge on areas that interest them. Immerse yourself in history. Read articles, okay? Watch videos and documentaries. Read chapters from key books on areas that you like. All right. The more you immerse yourself, the more likely you are to form opinions on certain periods or events in history. And do you know what opinion prevents? Narrative. Narrative is the quickest way to get a H4 in Leaving Cert History because you're not actually giving any solid opinion and showing what you know. Number three, students that go from H4 to H1 very quickly do this. They shift their mindset and they realize that they don't know everything. Leaving Cert History essays are a labor of love. Okay, people get very attached to an essay, especially when it's an essay on a topic that you've studied a lot and that you really, really enjoy. That makes it hard for them when they get feedback on their essay and it's 60%, it's a H4. If you write an essay that you think is 90%, but it's only 60%, there are two approaches you can take. One, you can get annoyed that their, perfect essay only got 60. They can, keep ignoring the feedback that they're given and they, keep making the same mistakes. Or the second approach they can take is they shift their mindset, recognize that Leaving Cert History is all about small improvements, okay? And they take the feedback on the chin, they realize that perfection doesn't exist, and they keep grinding. That's the best way to go about it. So the third thing that any student that goes from a H4 to a H1 in my class does is that they shift their mindset, they take feedback on board, and they make those small improvements essay after essay.